Oh, I did get a few questions before about like the hourly rate, so I don't know if I explained this before or not, so I'm gonna explain it to you guys now. Okay, so if you watched my last video, I was making $17 an hour on that pay stub, but I told you guys you have to remember that you're getting those untaxed stipends. So in order to calculate your actual hourly rate, I'm gonna show you guys or tell you guys how you get that number. When someone asks you, or when you tell people, oh yeah, you don't say, oh yeah, I make $17 an hour, because that's not really true. Okay, you have to add all of that together, divide it, blah blah blah, to get what your actual hourly rate as a travel nurse. I'm gonna insert some clips of my pay stubs. But here's what her pay packages look like. Everybody does them differently, but they essentially have all the same things in it. So this is the one for my current hospital that I work for right now. So NICU, 36 hours, 13 weeks, 12-hour shifts, pay package. First 8 hours, $22 an hour. Off rip, you can see that this is gonna be better paying, because I was getting $17 an hour in Georgia. Last 4 hours is $33 an hour. So this is something that California does. I don't know, some labor laws or something, you know, the unions out here, so they do things a little bit different. My meal stipend is $462. Housing is $994. So that's what, $1,400 tax free right there. So your weekly gross, my weekly gross is $2,300. So estimated net is actually $2,100. So I will probably get somewhere around this number in my bank account every week. So that's a big jump from the $1,300 that I was getting before in Georgia. This is also a travel reimbursement. $400 will be split in my first check and my second check. All right, you guys, I know this setup looks retarded, but this is the only way I could figure out how to set the camera up. So let me just show you guys these numbers really quickly. Got a calculator here. Okay, so this contract I'm getting paid $22 an hour for the first 8 hours of the shift. Okay, so I work 3 shifts a week, so 8 times 3 is 24. Then the last 4 hours of the shift is $33 an hour. So 4 times 3 shifts is 12. 22 times 24 equals 528. 33 times 12 equals 396. Total of 924. This is what's gonna get taxed. So I'm estimating, you guys, I usually get anywhere from 150 to 200 taken out of taxes. I'm not sure what that is in percentage wise. So I'm just gonna do 150. Okay, so then I'm left with $774. Now let's do my stipends. This is housing, and I get $462 in meals. And this is about right. This is what was on my offer. Then you just divide this by 36 hours in a week. And so I'm gonna just say $60 an hour. Okay. So I hope that makes sense for you guys, how you calculate your actual hourly rate. So technically I'm probably making like $60 an hour compared to when I was, let me turn this around. Compared to back in Alabama, I was making 25, if that. I think I was making like what, $25 an hour back in Alabama. So I'm making $60 an hour now. Now you see why nurses do travel nursing. Why we do this, because it's crazy the amount of money you can make. and that's on the low end in California. Let's just be honest. All right, you guys, we're gonna quickly go over my first pay stub out here in California. As you know, I am in California on my second travel nursing contract in the NICU. So this says my name at the top, and I am working with Telemed. That's my agency this go around, and I do file single and zero on my taxes. So yeah, let's get into it. Hourly pay in California, you get two different rates. For the first 8 hours is $22 an hour. Then for the last 4 hours is $33 an hour. So that's why you see that difference there. So your rate changes after 8 hours is considered overtime here. I signed a contract for 36 hours a week. So during orientation, we did 3 8-hour days and then 1 12-hour day. So with that being said, 8 times 3 is 32. And then the last 4 hours is considered overtime. So that's why there's only 4 there. And it comes to a total of 36 hours for that week. Okay, so when I get my real pay stub, this will be 4 times 3. It'll be 12 there. Does that make sense? It'll be 12 hours worth of overtime because I'll be on 12-hour shifts at that point. So moving on, hourly is going to be $704 and $132. That's what's going to get taxed, $704 and the $132. Now, these other numbers is your housing reimbursement, per diem, which is meals, and travel reimbursement. Telemed gives you a travel reimbursement on your first check and your last check to help with like relocating. So weekly for housing, I get $994. Weekly for meals, I get $462. And that's my $200 travel reimbursement. Okay? So there's everything added up right there. So now let's go down to our taxes. I don't really know what all these taxes is. You know, you got Medicare, you got Social Security. So all in all, I got $165 taken out of taxes. From here, minus this, equals this. So this is what was deposited into my bank account for my first week of work, of orientation, $23.27.